Hello everyone, Spider-Man25 here today, and today is the first video of 2023. Let's go baby, we made it. It's the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park. Isn't that amazing? June is going to be one amazing month, if I do say so myself. But as you can see, we have one tier list maker with every single dinosaur in Jurassic World Evolution 2 so far. This was made by MJMan01, so if you have Twitter, go follow him. This is a pretty amazing tier list, if I do say so myself. So shout out to this guy. So basically we're gonna rank every single dinosaur in Evolution 2 so far. When we get to more DLCs, I'll probably redo this video again. But yeah. So basically, quick disclaimer, I hate zero dinosaurs in this game, okay? I don't hate any dinosaurs in the game. So basically, how this is gonna work is gonna be like amazing, great, good, alright, and meh. So the lowest you can get is meh. You can't get hated, but you can get meh. But anyway, that's enough of your time wasted. Let's get into this. Let's see if I can make some controversial opinions. Probably not. I feel like I might just be on the same topic as everyone else. So, Acrocanthosaurus, the chunky boy. I'm gonna put him in B section. I don't hate him, but I like the design. But I do kind of wish we had the normal looking Acrocanthosaurus. But I do love this chunky boy. The skins are good, you know. I like the skins, but it's just not a dinosaur I'd use that often. So I think B section is pretty good for it. Albertosaurus, I would definitely use him more for an Acrocanthosaurus. Good skins. So yeah, I think A section works for it. I'm not sure. Hold up. I should probably quickly mention that I don't think this video will be fair because some dinosaurs I've used more than others. So yeah, so there might be that. But I've tried to look in most of the skins and animations, so I think we should be okay. Like I said, I'll do this video once again, and so hopefully I'll try and use some of the dinosaurs I haven't used much before and see how they compare to dinosaurs I have used more. But for now, we're just gonna do it like this. So Albertosaurus, good skins, I do like it. Yeah, I think it belongs in A section, as well as Allosaurus. Not all the skins are great, but there were some good skins like Yukon River, which I prefer by itself, but I think there's some good patterns for it. The Dominion skin is also pretty good, but I do wish they added more of the rules to it. Like, they have some rules, but like it's just not as common as some, you know, like the Dominion Giganosaurus, which I'm pretty sure uses the Dominion rules. But yeah, it's alright. I think it belongs in A section. Margosaurus, I think it also belongs in A section. Usually put in S tier. I do love this dinosaur. It's definitely one of my favorites. But I think it belongs in A section. Like, the skins are great, but it's not like a very unique dinosaur. It's unique, but like not something to put in S tier. So I think it belongs in A tier. I'm gonna put in Kylosaurus in B tier. Like, there's some good skins, especially like the Jurassic Park 3 and Bumpy skin, but like it's not a dinosaur I use that often. Like, I think I prefer Euprocephalus or like something like Neurosaurus or Polycanthus of this guy. But there are some good skins. I think it belongs to B section. Apatosaurus, I'm gonna put in B section as well. I like it, but it's not something I would use that often. Like, some fine skins, but just not an amazing dinosaur. You know what I mean? I think B section's good for it. Arcanophamia, I think also belongs in B section. I don't hate it, I do love it. I love the skins. I think they're better than the Gallimimus skins. But I don't know. I feel like I would use something like Stryphiomimus more often than Arcanophamia. But still, good skins. Love this dinosaur. B section is good enough. Dinonex, I think it belongs in S section because it's just, you know, I just love this dinosaur in real life and in the game. Not all the skins are great. I mean, not all the skins are great, but there are some decent skins. I think the Chaos, Limbo, and Grim skins are amazing, especially the Chaos skin. So I think it belongs in S section, you know. And I love the animation where one of them bites the tails and the other one is mad at it, you know. I love the little social animation. I'm also gonna put Brachiosaurus in S tier simply because it's Brachiosaurus. It does have some fine skins, not all of them are great, and I think the patterns are also a bit bland. But I do love the 1993 skin. Can't say the same for the 2001 skin, but you know what? I think it belongs in S section simply for being Brachiosaurus. As for Camarasaurus, I'm gonna put him in A section. I do love the skins. It's a unique dinosaur. You know, I do love it. I know a lot of people will probably put in B, C, or even D section, but I'm gonna put it in A because it has some good skins. They're not all great, but there's some pretty good skins. Kaka, I'm gonna put in B section. Like Akakawa, so it's not a dinosaur I use that often. I don't hate the design, but it's not great, you know. I like it. The skins are honestly pretty good for this guy, but I'm just gonna put in B section. It's just not something I would use as much as like some other Theropods. Speaking of Theropods, Carnotaurus S section, simply because of that city animation. That city animation is amazing, I love it. But in all seriousness, no, it has some pretty good skins, especially like the demon and the what is it, Toro skins. I also really like Death Valley and Runner skin, which I think I've used multiple times in my parks. Not all the skins are amazing, but there's some pretty good skins. So the city animation, and the skins, that makes the deserves an S tier. Also, I just really love this dinosaur. Dactylus, I'm going to put in B section. I do like this dinosaur, but just, the skins are alright, but not great, you know. I think it belongs to B section. It's just not something I would use as much as, like, I don't know, Maladactylus or Trophionaphis or Pteranodon, you know. But it's alright, I think it belongs to B section. I had this guy originally in S section, but I'm going to put in A section. I do love this guy, you know, the skins are amazing, but I feel like, compared to Baryonyx or Carnotaurus, I think I would rather use those guys than Ceratosaurus. But I do love it. The skins are amazing, especially that blue and pink skin. I like the other skins are also fine, you know, I do love this dinosaur, just to clarify. But I think I should put him in, A tier, simply because it's like Albertosaurus. I love these guys, but they're not as great as these two. I feel like a lot of people put this guy in high section, but I'm gonna put this guy in D section. I don't really like this guy, you know. The skins are fine, I guess, but like I prefer the other Ceratopsians over this guy. I'm sorry, you're the first guy in mess section. I'm sorry, no hate, just I just don't really like it that much. So this guy I'm gonna put in C section. Chunkingosaurus. I love it. It's cute. The skins are fine. You know, it's just not as amazing as one of the dinosaurs, but I think it's a good dinosaur. So I'm gonna put in C section. Coeliophysis. Usually I'll put this guy in S section, but I think it will be appropriate to put in A section. I do love this guy. It has some good skins, but it's just like a bland Theropod. Like you get a Theropod, and that's it. That's basically the starting point for a Theropod. It's just not that great. But I do love Coeliophysis. A section I think is good. I think maybe like this is too high, and this I think is a bit pushing. But you know what? I love Coeliophysis. It belongs in A section. Compsognathus also belongs in A section. It's a bit too small for my liking, but that's also both a positive and a negative thing. Because it's small, it also gives it some more variety, which I do like. The skins are amazing. I love the way it bounces. Honestly, cute dinosaur, but not S tier section. A tier, I think it belongs. It's Coryphosaurus, what can I say? The skins are bad, or at least meh. Like this, like the normal skin's fine, but the rest are pretty bad. I just don't like Coryphosaurus. It's not bad, but yeah, I'm sorry. You're D section for sure. Cranosaurus. This hold up. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put in B section simply because it's named after the author of the original book. But you know what? I think it's a decent dinosaur. I think I prefer it in the first game than this game, but there's some fine skins. I think B section's a good tier for it. So yeah. Quilophosaurus. So honestly, amazing dinosaur. Good skins. They're not all great, but definitely some good skins. Definitely belongs in S tier. Yeah, so great Theropod. Definitely would use it. Deinonychus, I'm gonna put in A tier, which may be controversial. I don't mind the tadpole design, like I don't hate it, I don't really care for it, but I do love the skins. The skins are amazing, like the patterns, the skins, they are amazing. They were great in the first game, and they're definitely better in this game. So that makes it, then that makes it deserve the A spot section. Dilophosaurus. So unlike Deinonychus, this guy has some not great skins, like the original skin, you know, the skin right here was the Dominion skin, but it's just not. The skins are just pushing it back a bit, you know. It's a nice dinosaur, definitely different to other dinosaurs, but you know, I'm sorry. I think A section is good enough for it, you know. Love this dinosaur, but the skins are just pushing it down. Dimorphodon, it's alright. Skins aren't amazing. I like this skin right here. The mini skin, I don't hate it, but I don't really like it. I prefer this design over that one, you know what I mean? So, it's a right dinosaur. I think it's A section simply because it's been a movie dinosaur. And I just do kind of like the design, but the skins aren't, like, amazing, you know. Diplodocus, I can't tell if I should put it in B section or C. I'm gonna put it in, oh, this is hard. I think I put it in B section last time. You know what, I'm gonna put it in B section today. Because I like the design. I just like Dippy. You know, I love this dinosaur. But like the skin's a bit blare. I would personally rather use something like Brachiosaurus or Margosaurus over this guy. But it's not bad. I think B section is good. But I think C section will also work for it. Speaking of C section, I'm gonna put Dracorex in it. I don't hate it, but I do prefer the other two Pachycephalosaurids. In this guy, the skins are fine, but it's not an amazing dinosaur. It's fine. This guy would usually go in C section. However, since the Dominion skins and all the stuff, it goes here. I don't like this design, but the minion stuff is pretty good. I do love the Dominion design, and it has some good skins. So I think B section is good enough for it. But if it was just this design, probably C section, or maybe even D. No, probably C. But anyway, it's going here for now. Dinosaurs is definitely an A dinosaur. I love it. It's cute. It has amazing skins. It's different compared to some of the other dinosaurs. I love it. I think A section is a good spot for it. I'm gonna put Inmotosaurus in B section. It has some good skins, but I don't think it's a dinosaur I use it much often. But I do really love it because it was like one of the first dinosaurs you get in the first game. So it's got some points there. I think it's a good dinosaur. I love it. Just not, I think, not worthy of these two sections. I'm gonna put a Elasmosaurus in B section as well. I do like the design. I know a lot of people don't. I do like the dragon design. It reminds me of Ghidorah from the Godzilla anime movie on Netflix. I know I don't think a lot of people like that movie, but I do kind of like Ghidorah's design. So I like that aspect about it. So I'm gonna put it in B section. The skins are actually pretty good for it, but you know it's not an amazing creature, so I'm gonna put it there. For Euprocephalus, I'm gonna put it in A section. I prefer it over Ankylosaurus because it's got some better skins, you know what I mean? I do like the dinosaur. It got some better skins for an Ankylosaurus, so I'm gonna put in A section. Yeah. So Gallimimus, I'm gonna put it in B. I think I like it, you know, it has some fine skins, especially in the 993 skin. But I think compared to stuff like Stryphiomimus and Archaeophymus, skins are lacking. It's a fine dinosaur. I put it between Stryphiomimus and Archaeophymus. It's alright, but like I just prefer Stryphiomimus over it. So you know, yeah. Giganosaurus, I like it. But I'm not gonna put an S tier. Like both the Dominion and the normal design are pretty good. I do like the skins for both things, but it's just not a dinosaur I use that much. So I think A tier is a good spot for it. I do prefer the Dominion design over it, but this design isn't bad either. So it's a right dinosaur. I think it deserves A section. I probably put this guy in D section usually, but sorry, I'm gonna put it in C section. I think I like this guy more than I did in the first game, simply just because I think probably because I never used this guy in the sandbox. But you know what, I like it. You know, it's alright. I think it deserves C section. You know, so yeah. Allosaurus, I don't hate it, but the skins are pretty bad for it. They're not bad, but they're not great. So I think B section is a good spot for Allosaurus. Homalocephale, absolutely love it. Super adorable. It belongs in A section. And I want to say a quick shout out to these guys for sacrificing their lives just so we can show the animations for stuff like a Velociraptor and Orthophonator, you know. So shout out to Homalocephale. You have done well. Your sacrifice will be noted. But yeah, A section for this guy. Ichthyosaurus, I like this dinosaur, but I just don't see it using it as much as some of the other dinosaurs. Like good skins, but you know, I just prefer some of the other products over it. So yeah, I'm gonna put Iguanodon in B section. I just never really liked it as much as everyone else did. Like, it has some cool animations. Like the skins are fine for both the Dominion and the normal variation, but it's just not a dinosaur I like as much as other people. So I'm gonna put it in B section. Might be controversial, but oh well. Most controversial thing on this list. I'm gonna put Indominus Rex on S tier. I do love this hybrid. I think it has some of the skins are bad, but some of the skins are pretty good. It has some cool animations. I think it belongs in S tier. I'm gonna say the same for Indoraptor. I think Indoraptor belongs in S tier as well because it has some pretty good skins. Ketosaurus, I'm gonna put in B tier. Like the normal variation and the P skin is better, but like the normal version has is fine. And like some of the skins are also good. Like skins for both variations are good, but like it's not a dinosaur I would use as much as other ones. So I'm gonna put in B section. I think B section is a fair spot for it. I'm also gonna put Liperodon in B section. I just would have preferred walking with dinosaurs variation instead. But I don't mind the crocodile look, and the skins are honestly pretty good for it, at least some of them. But I think B section is good for this guy. I just prefer some of the other Aquatic Urban. I'm gonna put my deck list in A section. I do love this Trenodon, and I would use it over some of the others, I think, but I just don't think it's worthy of S tier. So I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna put you in S tier. But you're a good Trenodon. I think like top 5 for me. What can I say? It's my source. Like it's just my like I just do not like this dinosaur. Like the animation is good, the social animation, and the skins are fine, but it's just not a good dinosaur. It belongs in this section. So I'm sorry, Myosaurus. You're not a bad dinosaur, but you're not a great dinosaur either. I think Majungasaurus belongs in B section. It has some pretty good skins. I think it's better in here than it was in the first game. I didn't mind it in the first game actually. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it. So I think it belongs in B section. You know, just some better theropods. I'm also going to put Mementisaurus in B section. Some of the skins are fine, other skins are not so fine. I just wish it more looked like the Lost World design, you know. This looks more like the Brachiosaurus. I wish it was more how it looked in the Lost World. But I think it deserves B section. I'm going to put Matricamasaurus in an A section. It's a good dinosaur. Most of those skins are pretty good. I think there are a few bad ones, but you know what? I like this dinosaur. I think it belongs in A section. Murdersaurus, I don't know. Like, the skins are not great, but I feel like it deserves S section simply for being Mosasaurus. Like, the shark animation is amazing. I do like this Mosasaurus. It's a great dinosaur for your park, so I think it belongs in S section, but I will say the skins aren't great. Buttersaurus, it's an Australian dinosaur, so that only makes it higher. But also, the skins are absolutely amazing. Some really good skins and some really good patterns. It definitely belongs in A section, and maybe it's very close to S section even too. So, a very good dinosaur, do say myself. This guy, unlike Monobosaurus, has some pretty bad skins. I don't mind this skin, but like the other skins are not great. Some fine skins, but not great, you know. So I think B section is where it belongs, you know. This Ceratops isn't bad, but I think I prefer some of the other Ceratopsians over it. Nidosaurus, I like it. I'm gonna put it in B section. The skins are fine, you know. It's a fine dinosaur, but I think I prefer Megasaurus over it. So yeah, yeah, Neurosaurus. Controversial opinion, but I'm gonna put in A section. I love it. The skins are good for it. I really do like Neurosaurus, so I think it belongs in A section. Alola Titan definitely belongs in A section. I want to say it should probably be in S section. I'm gonna put in A section for now. It's beautiful skins. I mean, they're not all great, but they're like the worst skins are probably even just alright. Like, this guy has no bad skins. This is a beautiful dinosaur. I absolutely love it. It was amazing in the first game. It's even better in the second game. It deserves A section, maybe even S section. As for Rhinosaur, I'm also gonna put in A section. Gonna be honest, I don't really like the skins for the Camp Cretaceous variation. Besides the one in the show, and this normal design, I don't hate it, but it's not amazing. I do like it. So I think Tyrannosaurus does belong in A section, but there's like just a few problems with it. But I feel like some of the skins and the Camp Cretaceous variant just help this dinosaur get to A section. So yeah, Pachycephalosaurus. I think it belongs in B section. I like it. Some of the skins aren't great, but there's some pretty good skins. But just I definitely prefer Sticky Moloch over these two. But Pachycephalosaurus, I think it's a good dinosaur. I think it belongs in B section. You know what? I'm gonna put Parasaurolophus in S section because every single skin for this dinosaur, or at least most of them, is amazing. Like, there's not a single bad one. Like, it's not even a single met one. Like, these are all good to great. Like, these skins are all amazing, and what makes it even better is the Lux skins and the Dominion skins. Like, those skins are absolutely amazing, especially the Lux skins. So this guy belongs in S tier, 100%. No fighting about it. Like, the lowest, like, if this guy was an S tier, then the lowest would be is A tier, but it belongs in S tier. It's a beautiful dinosaur. The skins are amazing, at least most of them. Well, there's not a single bad skin. I do prefer some others for more, but you know what? It's amazing dinosaur. All skins are amazing, even if I don't particularly... Okay, hold up. All skins are amazing. End of story. Now, next dinosaur. Pentaceratops. Good skins, but I'm gonna put in these sector. I'm sorry, I just prefer some of the others of this guy. Not that I hate it. Like, it's a unique looking dinosaur, but I don't really care for it as much as the others. Plesiosaurus, controversial opinion, but I really like this guy. Like, I love the snake face. The snake face is so cute. I'm putting it in S tier. I absolutely love it. I also think the skins are pretty good. Like, some skins are not as great, but I think it does have some good skins. I'm just really happy to have Plesiosaurus in the game, so I think Plesiosaurus deserves S tier. As for Polycanthus, I do like him more for Dinosaurs, so I'm gonna put it on A tier. I do love the skin. It's honestly pretty good dinosaur, if I do say so myself. Really love it. Yeah, I think A tier is a good spot for it. As for Proceratosaurus, also belongs to A tier. Beautiful skins, unique design. I love it in the first game, and I definitely love it in this game. So, good skins. I think it belongs in A section, 100%. Pteranodon, this is a tricky one. I can't tell if I should put it. You know, I'm gonna put it in A section. Good skins, but like just something not as interesting as some of the other Pteranodon. I do love it, like the Jurassic Park skin is great. The Jurassic Park 3 skin, I mean, and it has some pretty good normal skins. So I think A6 is a good spot for it. It's Dinosaurs. What can I say? It's amazing, beautiful skins. Like, why am I even explaining this to you guys? It's Dinosaurs. Of course, it belongs in S tier. Of course, it belongs in S. See, there's no like if you put it like anywhere else under S tier, you're crazy. I'm sorry, but you're crazy. Beautiful skins belongs in S tier, 100%. However, some dinosaur that doesn't belong in S tier is Solopelta. This guy, D tier. I'm sorry, least favorite dinosaur in the entire game. Not that I hate it, but I just do not like it. I do not like it, okay? D tier is where it belongs. I'm sorry, D tier. So yeah, D tier. I do like the little spikes though. Little spikes. Triceratops, I'm gonna put it in A section. The skins are actually pretty good for this guy. They're not all great, but there's some pretty good skins. I do like Triceratops. I definitely use it over Triceratops, but it's just not an amazing dinosaur. Same with Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is absolutely amazing. The skins are not great, but I think there's like 1 or 2 good skins that just make it up. And honestly, amazing dinosaur. It belongs in S tier. No matter what this dinosaur flaws are, it belongs in S tier. That's all, okay? These two belong in S tier no matter what. Stegosaurus, good skins, not all great, but most of them pretty good. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. I would definitely use it over Kentosaurus and some of the other ones. So I think A tier is a good spot for it. Good spot. Stuphiomymus. You know what? I'm putting in S tier. I'm gonna put it in S tier. Stuphiomymus is absolutely amazing. I love it. But also, it's a pretty good dinosaur, good skins, I do love Stuphiomymus. I think it definitely belongs on S tier. Sticky Moloch, some of the skins aren't great, so I'm going to put it in A, but there are definitely some good skins, so I think it definitely belongs in A section. It's a good dinosaur, I absolutely love it, but some of the skins are a bit lacking, Styracosaurus, I'm going to put it in B tier. I just don't really care for it as much like Triceratops and stuff, but it has some good skins. I definitely prefer it over these two, and definitely Triceratops. Just not something I would be too interested in. Suchomimus, I'm gonna put an A tier. It has some good skins, I do love Suchomimus. Who doesn't love Suchomimus? But I just wouldn't put it as high as S tier, But still, I do love Suchomimus. Perijar, gonna be honest, gonna put in C. The skin's alright, but it's just the design. The design is so ugly. It looks so weird. I know that's probably how it looked in real life, but oh my goodness, it's so ugly. I'm sorry, it has to on being C tier. I'm sorry, Perijar. I'm gonna put the same for Taurosaurus. I don't hate Taurosaurus. The skins aren't amazing. I think C tier is a good spot for it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put Triceratops in B tier because I don't really like the skins for it. Besides the Jurassic Park skins, most of the skins are not good for it. Maybe like 1 or 2 skins are fine, but honestly, I'm sorry, Triceratops, you belong in B section. I don't hate it. I do love Triceratops, but it just has some not very good skins, so I'm sorry, you belong in B section. Troodon has some good skins, so I'm gonna put it in A. It's a good dinosaur, very unique. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist, but that's not taking away from anything. Good dinosaur, good skins. I do love the poison feature, but just nothing I would be too interested in. You know what? I might put this guy in S tier. I do love this guy. He has some good skins. And I do love the design. I think because I love one of the Kairos from Walking Dinosaurs, and this guy looks like that guy. I just really like it. So I think everything is an S tier. Yeah. This guy. I'm gonna put him in C tier. He has some good skins. He's better than these two, but like he's just not as great as a Lord Titan or Tyrannosaurus. Like some good skins. not some skins that aren't great, but you know, I think CT is a good spot for it. Tylosaurus, I might put an 80 actually. I think it's a pretty cool dinosaur, not counting the Mosasaurs. I like it. The skins are pretty good. You know, it's a cool dinosaur. I think it belongs in A section. Tyrannosaurus, you know what? S section. Like some of the skins, normal skins aren't great, but there are some pretty good normal skins. But then we have the movie skins, which is amazing. All the movie skins are amazing. I love the Jurassic Park skin. I love the Dominion skin. The big ET skin. The Buck and the Doe Rex. Those skins are amazing. I think it belongs in that section. Oh my god, not really a lot of herbivores in this section. Velociraptor, I also think belongs in that section. I don't mind some of the normal skins. I know a lot of people don't like them. I don't mind them. I think there are some fine ones, you know. But then we go to the movie skins, which are amazing, like Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World. I think that's all the other skins. Yeah, they're all amazing, absolutely lovely skins. Belongs in S tier, just specifically because of those skins. Yeah. So now it looks like we've covered every single dinosaur in the base game already. So now we'll move on to the DLC skins. Starting off with Ankylosaurus. I think Ankylosaurus belongs in S tier. Absolutely love this dinosaur. Beautiful skins. I love it. I think it belongs in S tier. It's just a beautiful looking dinosaur, and I use it a lot in my park. So I think it belongs in S tier. It is worthy of S tier. GSC Burger. Hot take. I don't like it. I don't hate it. Like, it's alright dinosaur. I would use it sometimes. I just don't really like the design for it. Like, the skins are great. Don't get me wrong. The skins are great. Like Tabby Jar. But I just don't really like the design of it. I know that's how it looked in real life. But it just looks weird to me, you know. So, I don't hate it, just for the record. But I'm going to put it in C tier. So, yeah. Hyungosaurus probably shouldn't have been in the base game instead of the deluxe skin. But, you know what? It has some good skins, I think, but not like I did like in the first game, but it's not a dinosaur I use that often. But it has some good skins, so I think Beast section's good for it. Megalosaurus, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like most of the skins for this guy. Like maybe one or two skins are fine, but honestly, the skins for this guy suck. I'm sorry. Like the first image, you know, when we first see the deluxe dinosaurs, that skin was good, but we didn't get that skin. And most of the skins here are not great. So I'm sorry. I think maybe being too kind of put in A section. Should I put it in B section? I'm gonna leave it in A section. I don't hate it. I like it. Considering it's the first dinosaur to be ever discovered, I do love it. Just, you know, the skins are not great, so I'm gonna put it in A section. Pachyrhinosaurus also has some pretty good skins and is also a cool dinosaur. Glad we got this guy in the game. So I'm going to put it in A section. I think A section is a good spot for Pachyrhinosaurus. I definitely like it more than some of these other guys. I think it definitely belongs in the same section as Sinoceratops, you know. So yeah, Pachyrhinosaurus, good skin. This might be super controversial. I don't think a lot of people hate it, but I don't think they would put it in S tier. I absolutely love the Song of Replicate. It's just, I love the design of it. It's just so weird looking. I love it. The skins are also pretty good. I do love the size of it. I know I said like I'm not a huge fan of the size, and I said I was both a fan and not a fan of it. But either way, I love this guy. Good skins, belongs in S tier. And I think you'll see for most of the early Cretaceous dinosaurs that will be in S tier, including Kronosaurus. Absolutely love this guy. This is the Lipodon we should have gotten. The skins are amazing, especially the this skin right here, which looks like the Lipodon from Walking with Dinosaurs. So absolutely love it. Belongs in S tier. I know it doesn't exist, but I don't care. S tier dinosaur. Mimi is also an S tier dinosaur. Beautiful skins, absolutely cute. Deserves S tier no matter what. Okay, beautiful dinosaur. I absolutely love it. Just a great dinosaur. As for Rarehosaurus, this might be controversial, but I'm gonna put an A tier. No, I think 8 is good. Like the skins are fine, but I just don't really like it as much as other people do. Like skins are great, but I just don't really like it as much as other people. Which I only said that but yeah, I think A section is a good bit. I think it's the same as Euophocephalus. Like I think it belongs in A. Monolophosaurus. I'm gonna put it in A section. I love this dinosaur, and some of the skins are good. I think actually most of the skins are pretty good, but just not as something I would use as much as other dinosaurs. But you know what? I like it. I also gotta say, it looks a really more cartoony than other dinosaurs. That's because they had to use the design from like the show, but like it's just that it very looks really cartoony, you know. E750 Scorpius Rex might be. I'm gonna put in A section. You know, I know a lot of people do like it. I like it as well, but the problem is the skins for me. The skins aren't bad. I like the skins, but they just look weird for the E750 creature. Like the two main skins that were in the show, I love those skins. But the rest of the skins, not that I hate them, they just look a bit weird. I wouldn't say I wouldn't use them because I probably would use them, but they just look a bit weird. Honestly, I just prefer these two over this guy, probably because they have longer snouts. You know, this guy's just a little bit ugly, but you know what? I like him. It's an interesting hybrid. I think it belongs in A section. Dimetrodon, definitely S section. Absolutely love this guy. Beautiful skins. So super cute. I think it belongs in S section. I think most of the Dominion, I think all the new species in the Dominion DLC belong in S section. Especially Pyroraptor. Pyroraptor has some amazing skins and some amazing patterns. It's amazing. I absolutely love Pyroraptor. Belongs in S tier. No questions asked. Same with yeah, I'm gonna put an S tier. Like it's like some skins are gonna. I don't think I wouldn't use it as much as other guys unless I had like a big Avery. I like Criticoldus, you know. I do like the whole skins. I think most of them, you know, I think it belongs in S tier, but maybe also A tier. Maybe it would go to A tier sometimes, but I think S tier. I'm gonna put in S tier for now. But one dinosaur that definitely belongs in S tier is Dinosaurs. Absolutely love this guy. Like skins, I'll admit the skins are a bit weird. Like they look good, but at the same time they look a bit weird. But that doesn't matter because you got the movie skin which looks pretty good. So I think it belongs in S tier. Just a unique dinosaur. Absolutely loving. Glad we got this guy in the game. Alamosaurus. Good skin, but not a huge fan of this guy. I'm gonna put it at 80. I think 80 is a good spot for it. No, I don't hate it by any means. It's a good dinosaur, but I would rather use something like a Margosaurus or Brachiosaurus. So I'm gonna put it at 80. But it's a good dinosaur, just nothing I want to use. Ostrovinator. You know what? I think I'll put it in the S tier. I quite like this guy, not because it's just an Australian dinosaur. I mean, the skins are great, and it's a cool animations. It's also an Australian dinosaur, which gives it extra points, you know. So yeah, Ostrovinator belongs to S tier. Bobblodactylus, gonna put in a B tier. I know a lot of people don't like this design. They wanted like the Prehistoric Kingdom version, but I don't mind this design. You know, I quite like it, and the skins are pretty good. But I will say, I hope you do get one of those weird crest-looking dinosaurs. Pteranodon in the game one day in form like Nicosaurus, or however you say it. You know, that small one with the weird crest thing. But yeah, I think Bobblodactylus belongs in B section. You know. This guy definitely belongs in S section. The patterns, the Lux patterns are amazing, and the skins are also pretty good. This guy definitely belongs in S section. Absolutely love this guy. Weird looking, and I absolutely love it. S section all the way. And we have our last four. So we have a Velociraptor, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna put in A section. I don't like it as much as Velociraptor or Pyroraptor, and that's specifically because of the normal skins, like the ghost skins, like the Velociraptor pack skins are pretty good. I really like the tiger skin, the Panthera, and ghost skins are pretty good. I'm not a huge fan of the red skin, but it's alright. But the other skins, they're not bad, but they're just weird looking if you ask me. Like they're just, like I would use them, but they're just very weird, you know. Maybe if I used them more in the game, I would probably come to like them a bit more. But they're just weird, you know what I mean? So I think it belongs in A6. Gonna put Listosaurus in A6 as well. I like it. The skins are cool and you know, good skins, good animations and all that stuff. But I think just not as much as a fan as other people. So I'm gonna put in A section. Monster Travelers. I really want to put this guy in S section, but I don't know. It's just I kind of. Like the skins are right, a bit bland, but not bad. I just didn't come to like it as much as I thought I would have. You know, I still love it, and it's really nice to have some small creatures. But at the same time, it's also a bit of its downfall. So you know what? I'm sorry, I'm also, but I think A section is your tier. I love you still, but unfortunately, I think you belong here. And our last dinosaur, Oviraptor, which is obviously going to go in one spot. S tier. Oviraptor is amazing. I didn't think I was liking it as much as Morris, but honestly, I come to love this guy. This guy has some amazing patterns, amazing skins. It belongs in S tier, no doubt. Just absolutely amazing. I love this guy so much. It belongs in S tier. Okay, S tier all the way for this guy. Okay, Oviraptor belongs in S tier because the skins are amazing, the social animations are amazing. Everything about this guy is amazing. I absolutely love it. Okay, I absolutely love the Oviraptor, and it belongs in S tier. Okay, so that's pretty much it for now. Hopefully we'll get some more DLCs, and hopefully we can put some more dinosaurs in. So I think I'm pretty happy with this tier list so far. I mean, with this tier list, I think it's pretty accurate, but I feel like it would change in the future maybe when I come to use some of these dinosaurs more. But you know what? For now, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, let me know what you thought about my tier list. I don't think it was as controversial as the thumbnail said it would be, but I feel like there would be some controversial, like this guy and this guy, you know, and this guy. I feel like there will be some controversial opinions here, but you know what? I think for the most part, I think my tier list is alright. Like you can have your own opinions, but I think this tier list is pretty good. So let me know what you think of my tier list and on my ranking on the dinosaurs, and let me know your ranking on the dinosaurs. Like I don't like you just put every single dinosaur, put them in the list. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you had a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the near future. Bye bye.